To today's very exciting lecture. Please hit my subscribe button and hit my notification button. Support my channel, subscribe to my channel. And if you are a consistent viewer who has not subscribed to my channel, I appreciate you watching my videos. That gives me the watch hours, but also I need for you to hit that subscribe button and notification button to support and subscribe to my channel. And with that being said, let's get down to today's exciting lecture. The focus of this lecture is going to be the Johari Window. First of all, have you even ever heard of the Johari Window? And I'm going to explain to what that is, because believe it or not, I've studied and learned about this Johari Window in graduate school years ago. And I always wanted to do a lecture on the Johari Window. If you can see this, I've always wanted to do a lecture on the Johari Window. And if you look at this window, there is 4 panels to the window. There's the O, there's the B, there's the S, and there's the U to the Johari Window. And I'm noticing some folks have chimed in on this live stream. I appreciate that. So what is this Johari Window about? What is this Johari Window about? First of all, the Johari Window was created by 2 American psychologists. And the first psychologist's his name was Joseph Luth. He was born in 1916 and died in 2014. And the other psychologist's his name was Harrington Ingham. And he also was born in 1916 and he died in 1995. This Johari Window, if you can see, this Johari Window is a technique used to help people better understand their relationships and themselves and others. That's what this window is about. There's 4 areas to the window, like I said: the O, the B, the S, and the U panel of the window. The Johari Window is a tool to assist people in building healthy relationships. And when I say relationships, I'm talking about relationships with your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your significant other, your co-worker, your neighbor, people in the neighborhood, church, school, etc. And with this Johari Window, the open area of the Johari Window is information you know about yourself and others know. That's why they call it open. And if I were to ask the audience, give me some examples of what can qualify to go in the open area of your Johari Window. The Johari Window applies to anybody, and I'm here to tell you. And some examples of what can go in the open area of the Johari Window is how many kids you have, when you go on vacation, what color your car is, what your job is, basic open information. What church you go to, do you have a pet, do you not have a pet? And for some people, because of the role of social media, their whole life is open. What may be open to you may not be open to me. Some people put too much information on their timeline on social media. They're going to put, exactly when they're going on vacation, how long they're going to be gone, how much money they spent. And, people pay attention to that. So they're putting all of this information that really is too open. And then we have the B area of the Johari Window. The B area of the Johari Window is the blind area of the Johari Window. The blind area of the Johari Window is information you do not know about yourself, but other people may know this information about you. That's why they call it blind. And if I was to ask the audience to give me some examples of what can qualify to go into the blind area of your Johari window. And some examples of that can be, how a person really feel about you, what they're really thinking. You may be thinking you're a calm, cool, nice, collected person, but in reality, that person may have another perception of you. Perception can go in the blind area of the Johari window. How you come across, that perception. A person may have certain feelings about you. You may think that everything is okay, but in reality, they can have animosity, they can be angry, so that's another example of what can go in the blind area of the Johari window. A person may not be aware that their family member, a significant other, may have knowledge that the person may have relapse on old behavior, relapse on alcohol or drugs, or relapse on other high-risk behaviors. Just because they're not telling you, that don't mean they don't know it. So the blind area of the Johari window is information that you may not be aware of, or how you come across, perception, and etc. And then we have the S. The S area of the Johari window is the secret area of the Johari window. The secret area of the Johari window is information only you know about yourself. That's why they call it secret. Your mother don't know it, your father, sister, brother, your significant other, your neighbor, your co-worker. That's why they call it secret. Some examples of the secret area of the Johari window is your PIN number to your bank account. You're not going to put that on your timeline on Facebook. Certain crimes people may have committed and not gotten caught with can go in the secret area of the Johari window. Infidelity, if a person is out there committing infidelity or certain crimes, ain't told nobody about it, can go in the secret area of the Johari window. Certain desires can go in the secret area of the Johari window. Some people, because their whole life is an open book, they ain't got a whole lot of secrets. What may be secret to you could be open to me, and I'm here to tell you. And then we have the last panel of the Johari window. And that last panel of the Johari window is the U area of the Johari window. The U area of the Johari window is the unknown area of the Johari window. And the unknown area of the Johari window is information you do not know about yourself, and don't nobody else know it either. Your mother don't know it, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your significant others, your neighbor, your co-worker. Don't nobody know this because it's unknown. You don't even know it. So if I was to ask the audience to give me some examples of what can qualify to go in this unknown area of the Johari window. And always when I do this lecture and I ask that thought-provoking question, give me some examples of what can go in that panel. And some good examples of that, in reality, we do not know the future. We don't know the time of death. You hear these stories when doctors tell a person, this person's not going to make it, pull the plug, and because that parent or significant other have faith in a higher power other than that doctor, and months later that person come out of that coma and they're doing well and living for years. So time of death, future, we don't know, can go in the unknown area of the Johari window. Some other examples that can go in that unknown area of the Johari window is repressed memories. Anything that we pushed into the subconscious. Those memories are there, but we just don't know that they're there. That's why we call them unknown. So what's the point of all this? How does all of this Johari window tie into building relationships, building healthy relationships? Well, let me break this thing down to you. Because like I said, this powerful tool applies to everybody. And how I'm going to explain that is in any healthy relationship. And when I say that healthy relationship, I'm talking about all healthy relationships. Mother, father, child, significant other, co-worker, best friend, someone you may have grew up with all your life. In a healthy person relationship, what's going to occur with this Johari window? What's going to happen is people who really, really care about you and they really want to see you succeed and do better, or even if you're not, if you're doing things that you know you're messing up on, you're going to need to know some of that constructive criticism, that information coming from that blind area of the Johari window. You know, some of that information can be that family member, a sister, brother, significant other, co-worker, a best friend can really tell you the gut-wrenching truth in regards to how you really need to get your act together, how they really feel about you, because hearing all of the good is not going to help you develop and grow. So people will begin to share information from the blind area of the Johari window. Information that you may not have been aware of, or how they really feel about a certain situation relating to you. So as they release that information, the blind area of the Johari window is going to become smaller. That information is going to shift into the open area of the Johari window. The open area of the Johari window becomes larger. The blind area of the Johari window becomes smaller. And then we talked about secrets. A lot of times when people are living a high-risk lifestyle, they're out there hurting people, manipulating people, committing crimes, stealing from loved ones, family members, significant others. But in order to really grow and develop, sometimes we may have to make amends to those who we have harmed. And a lot of times that making amends is self-disclosing some of that information from that secret area of the Johari window. It may be telling somebody that you stole from them, or you committed this crime and you want to get it off your chest. You want to make amends. You hurt certain family members. You may have stolen from them, and now you want to just come clean and tell them. So now that information from the secret area of the Johari window is going to shift to the open area of the Johari window. The secret area of the Johari window is going to come smaller. As that information shifts from the secret to the open area of the Johari window becomes larger. And remember, we talked about unknown. And if when you do some research and due diligence on the Johari window, those two psychologists who created this powerful tool, their recommendation in relation to the unknown area of the Johari window, in terms of individuals who may have repressed memories pushed into their subconscious, they recommend that individual get individual mental health counseling to help those memories surface. And then the unknown area of the Johari window is going to become smaller. That information is going to shift into the open. So my point is, as we looked at this Johari window in the beginning, with all of the panels balanced, the open, blind, secret, and unknown, in a healthy, productive relationship that's productive, where you are open and receptive to receive constructive information, receive constructive feedback, what's going to happen over time is our Johari window will gradually shift and move over time. Information is going to shift from the blind area of the Johari window, that information that you may not have been aware of, or how a person really feel about you, giving you that constructive feedback because you screw it up. So that blind window becomes smaller, the information shifts into the open becomes larger. And then when a person's out there telling lies and manipulating, hurting loved ones and keeping those secrets will keep you sick. So in building a healthy relationship, that person's going to begin to slowly make amends and self-disclose some of those secrets. That ties into healing. The secret window becomes smaller, the open window becomes larger, and with the unknown area of the Johari window, as people get therapy and counseling, that unknown area of the Johari window will become smaller. The information is going to shift from the unknown into the open. So when we grow as a full-grown man or woman throughout life, our Johari window will gradually move and shift over time. And I'm here to tell you. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have gotten something out of this lecture on the Johari window and understanding the Johari window. If you have any more questions, because I just scratched the surface on this, send me your comments. If you have some need clarity about this Johari window and how it ties into building healthy relationships, send me your comments. Don't forget to hit my subscribe button, hit my notification button. I really do thank all of my supporters and my viewers and my subscribers who are supporting my channel, who are supporting my book. Be on the lookout. My publishing company, they're in the process of doing a powerful press release on my book, Awake Financial Freedom. This is a must-read book. You know, the hard copy of the book is $12.95. The ebook version of the book is $9.95. There is a spiritual base to this book. If the audience is aware, from 2007 to 2012, I was living in financial destruction. In 2012, I had a spiritual battle with God and had a spiritual awakening, and He gave me the skills to master my money, to control my money, and I'm here to tell you. So that's all I have, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button. Simplify, Simple Fidelis, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great evening.